Men over 60 just tap this secret point before having sex for rock-hard erections. Shi Heng Yi. What if a lifetime of accumulated tension, unseen and unfelt, is subtly dimming the very spark that governs your most intimate vitality, especially as the years advance? And what if a simple, ancient key exists, hidden in plain sight, to reignite that inner fire? Many men journey through their later decades believing that a decline in vigor is an inevitable consequence of time, yet profound wisdom suggests otherwise. Stay with me for the understanding we are about to uncover, culminating in a very specific and powerful insight, could fundamentally shift your experience, restoring a sense of grounded power and connection you may have thought was lost. The final point is where the true awakening lies. Don't miss it. Inner gateways. We begin our exploration today not with an external remedy, not with a fleeting solution that touches only the surface of our being, but by turning our awareness inward towards the subtle yet profoundly influential energetic landscape that resides within each of us. It is a common misconception in our modern world to seek answers for intimate vitality solely in the realm of the purely physical, through substances or mechanical interventions, often overlooking the deep wellspring of power that can be accessed through understanding our own body's intricate network of energy pathways and centers. The ancient traditions, those repositories of human experience refined over countless generations, speak consistently of certain confluence points within the body, subtle gateways where the life force, or chi, gathers and flows with particular intensity. These are not imaginary constructs, but are often correlated with significant neurological junctions, fascial planes, and areas rich in physiological activity, known for millennia by those who cultivated deep states of self-awareness and health. When we consider the specific aspect of masculine vigor, particularly as a man navigates his 60s and beyond, it becomes paramount to appreciate that this vitality is not solely dependent on hormonal levels or cardiovascular health in the conventional sense, though these are undoubtedly important contributing factors. There is another layer, an energetic layer, that, when understood and harmoniously engaged, can unlock potentials that might otherwise remain dormant. Imagine your body not just as a collection of organs and tissues, but as a living, breathing, energetic field, with rivers and streams of vitality coursing through it. Blockages or stagnations in these pathways, often created by years of accumulated stress, emotional holding patterns, physical tension, or even unexamined beliefs about aging and potency, can significantly impede the free and robust circulation of this essential energy. The profound secret, therefore, is not always about adding something new from the outside, but about skillfully removing obstructions and activating what is already inherently present within. Many men, as they age, experience a gradual dimming of this intimate fire, and they may attribute it solely to the passage of time, accepting it with a sense of resignation. Yet what if this decline is, in significant part, a result of these subtle energetic pathways becoming less patent, the inner gateways becoming congested or less responsive? The wisdom lies in learning to perceive and interact with these deeper layers of our being, to understand that by gently and mindfully stimulating specific points, we can encourage a more vibrant flow of energy, which in turn can nourish and revitalize the physical functions they govern. This is not about forcing or coercing the body, but about inviting it back into a state of natural, unhindered, energetic expression. The regret that many older men may feel often stems from a lifetime of being disconnected from this subtle inner awareness, having sought solutions externally while the true key lay within, awaiting discovery through a different kind of attention, a more refined listening to the body's own inherent wisdom and its capacity for self-regulation and renewal when understood and respectfully engaged. This inner landscape holds the map to a deeper, more sustainable form of vitality. Body wisdom. Let us now delve deeper into the profound intelligence that resides within our physical form, an intelligence that extends far beyond our conscious, rational thinking. Our bodies are not merely machines. They are living, responsive organisms, constantly communicating their needs and their state of balance, if only we learn to listen with sufficient stillness and sensitivity. When we speak of accessing specific points to enhance vitality, particularly intimate vitality in men over 60, we are not referring to a simplistic button-pushing approach that guarantees a mechanical outcome. Instead, we are pointing towards a respectful dialogue with the body's own inherent wisdom, a way of gently reminding the system of its innate capacities and encouraging it to return to a state of optimal function. The human body is a marvel of self-regulation. Throughout life, it strives to maintain homeostasis, to heal, and to express its vitality. However, the accumulated stresses of modern living, the mental anxieties, the emotional burdens, the sedentary lifestyles, the exposure to environmental toxins, and even the deeply held negative beliefs about aging can create layers of interference, disrupting these natural self-regulating mechanisms. The concept of tapping or mindfully stimulating a specific point is, in essence, a way of sending a clear, coherent signal into this intricate system. It's like striking a tuning fork. The vibration resonates through the body, helping to dispel energetic static, release deeply held tensions, and restore a more harmonious flow. Many men in their later years may find that their physical responses in intimate moments are not as immediate or as robust as they once were. Often, this is perceived as a purely physiological failing, leading to frustration, anxiety, and perhaps even a withdrawal from intimacy. However, from an energetic perspective, this diminished response can often be linked to blockages or a lack of charge in the specific energetic pathways and centers that govern sexual function. These pathways require a free flow of both blood and vital energy, or qi. When these are impeded, whether by physical tension in the pelvic region, chronic stress affecting the nervous system, or a general depletion of life force, the physical manifestation can be a compromised erection or a general lack of responsiveness. The wisdom inherent in these ancient practices lies in their understanding that specific points on the body act as access keys to these deeper energetic systems. By applying mindful pressure, gentle tapping, or even focused intention to these points, we can help to dissolve these blockages, awaken dormant energy, and encourage a more robust circulation to the relevant areas. This is not about overriding the body's natural limits or forcing an artificial response. It is about creating the optimal internal conditions for the body to express its inherent vitality more freely and fully. The body already knows how to function. Our role is often simply to remove the obstacles we have unknowingly placed in its way and to remind it of its potential through these gentle, targeted interventions. This approach honors the body as a sacred vessel, a source of wisdom, rather than viewing it as a faulty mechanism to be controlled or fixed. It fosters a partnership with our physiology, inviting it to unfold its capacities rather than demanding a specific outcome through force. Sacral activation. Now, let us turn our attention to a specific area of the body that holds immense significance for the foundational energy and intimate vitality of men, the sacral region. This area, at the base of the spine, encompassing the sacrum bone and the surrounding musculature and nerve plexuses, is considered in many healing traditions to be a powerhouse of primal life force, often referred to as the lower dantian, or a primary energetic center deeply connected with our generative essence, our stability, and our instinctual power. For men, particularly as they age, maintaining openness, warmth, and unimpeded energy flow in this sacral area is absolutely crucial for sustaining sexual vigor and overall groundedness. Unfortunately, this very region is often a place where years of tension, unexpressed emotions, and the physical strains of life tend to accumulate, leading to energetic stagnation and physical constriction. Think of the common postural habits of modern life. Prolonged sitting, often with a slumped posture, which can compress the sacral area and restrict circulation, both of blood and of subtle energy. Emotional stresses, anxieties, and fears can also manifest as chronic tension in the deep muscles of the pelvis and lower back, further inhibiting the free flow of vitality through this critical energetic hub. When the sacral gateway is constricted or energetically cold, the nourishing life force cannot adequately ascend to invigorate the entire system, nor can it robustly support the specific physiological functions required for strong and sustained erections. The tapping or mindful stimulation we are considering, when applied with awareness to specific points within or influencing this sacral region, aims to reawaken this dormant power, to melt away layers of accumulated tension, and to restore a sense of warmth, fluidity, and vibrant energetic charge to the area. Imagine you are gently knocking on a door that has been closed for a long time, inviting the inhabitant, in this case, your own deeply held vital energy, to re-emerge. This activation is not merely about a localized physical effect. The sacral plexus is a major nerve center that innervates the pelvic organs, including the sexual organs. By stimulating points that influence this plexus, we can enhance nerve signaling, improve blood flow to the pelvic basin, and create a more receptive and responsive physiological environment for sexual arousal and function. Furthermore, from an energetic perspective, activating the sacral center helps to ground a man's energy, providing a stable foundation from which vitality can arise. Many men, especially if they are overly mental or stressed, tend to have their energy predominantly in their upper body, leaving the lower centers depleted. Sacral activation helps to draw that energy downwards, anchoring it in the body's root, which is essential for robust physical potency. This process also encourages the release of stored tensions and emotional blockages that may have been unconsciously held in the pelvic bowl for years, often contributing to sexual dysfunction without the individual even realizing the connection. By consciously bringing mindful attention and gentle stimulation to this vital area, men over 60 can begin to reclaim a sense of their foundational power, fostering not just improved erections, but a deeper sense of embodied presence, stability, and connection to their instinctual male energy, which is a source of profound well-being in itself. This is about tending to the very roots of one's energetic tree. Point of power. We now arrive at the heart of our exploration, the specific insight that many ancient masters understood and utilized for the cultivation of enduring vitality. The understanding that certain specific locations on the body serve as concentrated points of access to the deeper energetic pathways that govern particular functions. While there are many such potent points for the purpose of enhancing male erectile capacity, especially in the context of men over 60 who may be experiencing the natural shifts of aging combined with accumulated life stresses, one area and a particular way of engaging with it stands out for its directness and efficacy when approached with mindful intention. This point, or rather a small, critical region, is located in the perineal area, the space between the scrotum and the anus. In traditional Chinese medicine, this area is associated with a crucial acupressure point known as Huiyin, conception vessel 1 or CV1, often referred to as the meeting of yin. It is considered the very root of the conception and governor vessels, two of the most important extraordinary meridians that play a fundamental role in regulating our core constitutional energy and sexual vitality. This point is a gateway to the pelvic floor muscles, the urogenital diaphragm, and is in close proximity to the nerves and blood vessels essential for erectile function. When this area becomes tense, congested, or energetically blocked, as it often does due to chronic stress, prolonged sitting, unexpressed emotions, or general pelvic stagnation, the free flow of blood and qi to the penis can be significantly compromised. This naturally can lead to difficulties in achieving and maintaining firm erections. The practice involves more than just a casual, unthinking tap. It requires bringing a quality of profound presence and gentle, respectful awareness to this highly sensitive and potent area. Before intimacy, or even as a regular practice for maintaining pelvic health and vitality, a man can bring his focused attention to this perineal point. Using 1 or 2 fingertips, apply gentle, rhythmic tapping or very light, circular massage to this spot. The pressure should be firm enough to be felt, but never painful or uncomfortable. The intention is key. As you tap or massage, visualize stagnant energy dispersing, tension melting away, and fresh, vibrant blood and qi flowing freely into the entire pelvic basin and specifically into the penis. Breathe deeply and calmly from the lower abdomen, allowing the breath to further energize and oxygenate the area. This is not a forceful manipulation, but a gentle invitation for awakening. It is about reminding the body of its inherent capacity for arousal and responsiveness by directly stimulating a key control point in the energetic and physiological circuitry. For many men over 60, the perineal area may have accumulated years of unnoticed tension. This mindful stimulation helps to release that deep-seated holding, which in itself can dramatically improve circulatory flow and nerve sensitivity. Furthermore, engaging with this point can help to consciously activate the pelvic floor muscles in a subtle way. Muscles that play a vital role in erectile rigidity and ejaculatory control. Many men are unaware of these muscles or how to engage them constructively. This gentle tapping brings awareness and subtle activation to the very foundation of male sexual response. It's like clearing a blocked irrigation channel so that life-giving water can once again reach the fertile ground. By consistently and mindfully engaging with this point of power, men can begin to re-establish a more potent energetic connection with their sexual center, encouraging the body's natural mechanisms of arousal and erection to function more optimally without resorting to harsh interventions, fostering a renewed sense of confidence and pleasure in their intimate lives, grounded in their own embodied wisdom. This is practical alchemy, mindful intention. While the physical act of stimulating a specific point is a crucial component, its efficacy is immeasurably enhanced. Indeed, its true potential is unlocked when it is combined with clear, focused, and positive mindful intention. It is not merely the mechanical pressure or tapping that creates the most profound shift, but the quality of consciousness, the focused awareness, and the deeply held belief that you direct towards the process. Our thoughts and intentions are potent forms of energy capable of influencing our physiology in ways that science is only beginning to fully appreciate. When a man approaches this practice, particularly the stimulation of a key point like Hui Yin in the perineal area, with a mind filled with doubt, anxiety about performance, or a mechanistic expectation of an instant fix, the results are likely to be limited. The tension inherent in such a mental state can actually counteract the desired effect by further constricting energy flow and heightening sympathetic nervous system activity, which is generally antagonistic to relaxed arousal. However, when the physical stimulation is infused with a calm, present and trusting intention, an intention for healing, for gentle awakening, for restored flow, for loving connection with one's own body, the entire experience is transformed. As you engage in the gentle tapping or massage, your mind should be actively and vividly visualizing the desired outcome, not with desperation, but with a serene confidence in the body's innate intelligence. Visualize warmth spreading through the pelvic region, see blockages dissolving like ice melting in the sun, feel the invigorating flow of blood and vital energy suffusing the sexual organs, bringing with them vitality, responsiveness, and strength. This mental imagery, held consistently and with feeling, acts as a powerful co-creator in the process, guiding the body's energies and resources towards the intended purpose. Moreover, the intention should extend beyond just achieving a physical erection. It should embrace a holistic sense of well-being, of connection with one's partner, if applicable, and of joy in one's own embodied sexuality. This practice can become a meditative act, a moment of profound self-care and self-attunement. By cultivating a state of relaxed awareness and positive expectation, you create an internal environment that is conducive to the natural unfolding of sexual response. The body is far more receptive to gentle invitations than to forceful demands. Mindful intention also involves releasing preconceived notions about how things should be, especially concerning age and sexual performance. It's about accepting where you are, honoring your body as it is today, and then gently, lovingly inviting it towards greater vitality. This releases the pressure that so often sabotages natural function. The man over 60 who learns to combine the wisdom of specific acupressure points with the power of mindful intention is not just learning a technique. He is cultivating a deeper relationship with himself, one founded on trust, respect, and the understanding that mind and body are inseparable partners in the dance of life and vitality. This synergy of touch and focused thought becomes a potent catalyst for awakening the body's inherent capacity for pleasure, connection, and potent expression, transforming a simple physical act into a profound ritual of self-healing and empowerment. The quality of your inner focus directly shapes the quality of your outer experience. Life force cultivation. Ultimately, the practice of stimulating specific points for enhanced intimate vitality, while potent in itself, finds its greatest and most sustainable expression when it is understood and integrated within a broader context of overall life force cultivation. It is not merely a trick or an isolated technique to be deployed only in moments of need, but rather one facet of a more holistic approach to nurturing and preserving one's vital essence throughout all of life, especially in the mature years. The energy that fuels sexual potency is not separate from the energy that animates our thoughts, warms our spirit, and lends resilience to our physical endeavors. It is all part of the same fundamental wellspring of Qi or life force. Therefore, for men over 60 seeking not just temporary improvements in erectile function, but a lasting enhancement of their overall vitality and well-being, it becomes essential to consider how their daily habits, lifestyle choices, and inner attitudes are contributing to either the conservation and refinement of this precious energy or its gradual depletion. This broader cultivation involves several key aspects. Firstly, conscious breathing practices such as deep diaphragmatic breathing or specific Qigong breathing techniques are invaluable for oxygenating the body, calming the nervous system, and directly accumulating and circulating life force. Regular mindful movement such as Tai Chi or gentle yoga helps to keep the energetic pathways open, improves circulation, releases tension, and strengthens the connection between mind and body. Proper nutrition, focusing on whole, life-giving foods that nourish the kidney essence, in traditional terms, the root of our constitutional vitality, provides the raw building blocks for robust health and energy. Equally important is the cultivation of emotional balance. Chronic stress, unresolved anger, persistent anxiety, or deep-seated grief can significantly drain our vital reserves and impede the smooth flow of qi, directly impacting sexual function as well as overall health. Practices such as meditation, spending time in nature, cultivating gratitude, and fostering positive relationships help to harmonize the emotional landscape and conserve precious energy. Furthermore, adequate rest and restorative sleep are crucial, as it is during these times that the body repairs itself and replenishes its energetic stores. For men over 60, understanding the importance of not overexpending their energy through excessive work, worry, or sensory indulgence becomes paramount. It is about shifting from a mindset of constant doing and achieving to one that values being, conserving, and wisely allocating one's vital resources. When the specific practice of acupressure point stimulation is embedded within such a life-affirming, energy-cultivating lifestyle, its effects are amplified and sustained. The point becomes not just a trigger for a temporary response, but a focal point for channeling an already abundant and well-managed inner energy. The aim is to become a conscious steward of one's own life force, understanding that sexual vitality is a natural expression of overall health and energetic abundance. This holistic approach moves beyond seeking a rock-hard erection as an isolated goal and reframes it as a welcome manifestation of a deeply nourished, balanced, and vibrant inner state, a testament to a life lived in harmony with the natural principles of energy cultivation, allowing a man to enjoy intimacy with a sense of wholeness and sustainable vigor well into his later years. True power comes from within. The journey of aging, when embraced with wisdom and conscious self-care, need not be a path of inevitable decline, but can indeed become a deepening into a more refined, potent, and integrated expression of your being. The understanding that your own body holds innate capacities for renewal, and that you possess the keys to gently awaken these potentials through mindful attention and ancient practices, is a source of profound empowerment. It allows you to reclaim agency over your well-being, to transform your relationship with your physical self from one of potential frustration to one of partnership and reverence. May you carry forward the insights shared today, not as mere information, but as living tools to cultivate not only intimate vitality, but a pervasive sense of aliveness, peace, and connection that enriches every facet of your experience, allowing the river of your life force to flow strongly and clearly for all the seasons yet to come. This is truly profound. The focus on sacral activation and the point of power, Hu Yin, connected to the body's foundational energy, makes so much sense beyond just a mechanical fix. It's about awakening something deeper. For those who have explored similar energy work or acupressure, have you noticed benefits that extend beyond the physical, perhaps into a greater sense of overall groundedness or emotional balance? Would love to hear experiences with these more subtle yet powerful shifts.